Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Me and Theresa, and she's going to show you how she did her dehydrated eggplant jerky. So I'm going to turn it over to her.
Okay, I'm gonna read y'all the directions and where I got this recipe from. It was from a YouTuber. Her name is Pamela Vines, and it's called, what she named it was How to Make Eggplant Jerky Vegan. And I'm gonna tell you how she did it, her recipe, and then I'm gonna tell you what I did to change it, how I did it. This is just for this recipe. 1 large eggplant, about a pound, half a cup of olive oil, 4 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup, and a half a teaspoon of paprika. And you can either use regular salt, or if you can find applewood smoked salt, and then sprinkle it on your eggplant after you put it on your dehydrator. Okay, so this is what I did. I used the olive oil, and this is the balsamic vinegar that I used, and this is the maplewood syrup that I used. And let's see, she used regular paprika, I used smoked. And I could not find the applewood, but I found this smoked Crystal Flakes natural sea salt smoked, and this is what I use. And I also put a little bit of liquid smoke in my mix. Okay, so what I do is I'm gonna mix all this up, mix my ingredients up. I quadrupled it this time. I did it 4 times, the recipe, because I sliced up, I think it was like 13 or 14 eggplant. So what I did was I took 2 gallon-sized bags, and I just kept one of them, but I split the eggplant in half. I put half of it in here and half of it in the other bag, and then I poured half of the mix in here and the other half in there. I took a plastic container, and I make sure you put a towel underneath this when you go to lay it, because you can feel the oil off of the outside of the bag. Okay, so I put it in the bags and I shook it up, made sure it was all mixed real well, and I leave mine in for 24 hours. This lady, Pamela, she only leaves hers in for 4 hours, I believe. Let's see. Let me see. What should I put plus? Oh, 2 hours. She only marinates for 2 hours. So that's how I do it. I just put it in a baggie and shake it up, and then I lay it on its side. I had a towel underneath it, and I laid it in the refrigerator, and I left it in there for 24 hours. So it just went into the dehydrator this morning. So what I do is I take a plastic container, and it was this one that I used, and I poured everything in there, and I shook it real good. You want to make sure it's mixed really good, because then the oil will separate. You can put it in a mixer, a blender, and blend it, and then pour it over your eggplant if you want to. And this is the the machine I used to slice, and I did it on the I want to say the second one, either the first or the second. You don't want it too thin and you don't want it too thick, so just slice it, and if it's to your consistency, then you can leave it to that or make it a little bit bigger, but I think I did it on the second one. So that's what I did, and marinated it, and then I put it on my dehydrator trays. And you want to make sure that you put a parchment paper at the bottom of your dehydrator, because it will drip, and then it'll dry and it'll be real sticky. So if Les wants to take you outside and he can show you it's on there. I put it on 125 I have it on 20 hours. If it's still like rubbery, bendable, I leave it on until I get a consistency of it being crispy like bacon. Okay?
Okay.
Let me put this on there, so come on. Okay, so, and this is what it looks like after, it's been probably about 8 hours. And what I do is I come out every so often and I change the rotate, I rotate it. And then you just sprinkle the salt on them just a little bit. And
Smells good.
yeah, it's a smoky, it has a smoky.
And where did you put the parchment paper so they'll know?
Okay, so I did that. And it's down here at the bottom. Oh, see how it's dripping on there?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. I got 4 trays. Okay. That's what it'll look like. After a while, I'll come out and I'll flip it. I'll be flipping them. Just flipping them all.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. And what you'll want to do is, when it starts getting to where you feel like it's dry enough, it's never going to feel dry enough because it's very oily. But you can leave a piece sitting out for a few minutes, check it, and if it breaks like bacon crispy, then it's done. Okay? You want to lay these on a napkin in a container and keep them in a sealed container to keep the air from them. And they're not a long-term food that you can store for a long term, but you can store them in an airtight container and eat them. So everybody's, well, unless it's had some, I've already made some, but this is the way we seem to like this eggplant. So, and it's really, really good. It doesn't even taste like eggplant. And that's it.
So if you had to guess, how long could you store it? A couple of months?
No. I would say no more than a month. So that's it. That's all you do. And I will rotate these until I've rotated them all the way completely around so that all of them get to the back. And seem to get more of the heat on the back end of it. That's it. Les said it was a little too salty last time, so I'm just going to do a little bit. And every one of these I've already got salt on them, so I know. And it's hard to find the applewood. If anybody finds and knows where to find the applewood, I've looked for it, but I cannot find applewood salt. Smoked applewood salt.
Yeah, maybe online.
Probably. I was going to try Academy and see if I could find it, but I even looked in the summer stuff where they have barbecue stuff, and I didn't see it. And that's it. It's working. It's doing its job here.
She's using her Excalibur dehydrator.
And you don't have to use a lot of the salt. I bought this last year, and I still have a lot of it left, so it's very, very salty. Smoky salty. That's it.
Okay guys, we'll come back when it's done and show y'all we're going to show y'all how that tastes. Talk to y'all later. Alright guys, while we wait on the eggplant jerky, she's got something else to show y'all.
Okay, I did 2 more jars of pickles, and I water bath these 2. So we're going to be doing a test when those other ones we had to wait for 6 weeks on. We'll open a jar of these and those and compare them.
Okay.
The ones I did not water bath. I did it a non-traditional, unapproved method. These were approved. I water bath canned these, so okay. We'll see how they do. And these I added minced dried onions. This is peppercorn and garlic and pickling spice. And I used the same brine that I did for the other ones, which was 1 quart I realized I made a mistake on that last video. It's 1 quart of vinegar to 2 quarts of water and 3/4 cups of salt.
Now, do you have to shake these or turn these over every once in a while?
Yeah, they've been here. So this one didn't seal. This one sealed. So this one have to go in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah, I made these the other day, like 2 days ago. So okay. And I just every once in a while I just turn them. So this one did. I don't know why this one didn't. I've been having that luck. Like last time one jar sealed, the other one didn't.
Yeah.
So this one's gonna go in the fridge.
Okay, guys, we'll be back. All right, this is the eggplant jerky, all finished up. She did it for about 30 hours.
125 for about 24 hours, and then the rest of it was on 145.
It is delicious, y'all. Absolutely delicious. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Sorry we didn't get her carving the eggplant, but we will do that again sometime. And tell your loved ones you love them, because you never know what tomorrow brings. God bless each and every one of y'all, and have a great day.